What is Camel? Camel is the company's types which is based on control, access to capital, membership, external. External means others, and based on liability. In control, we told how many companies are there? 3 are there: holding, associate, subsidiary. Now, I have never told any section number here because everything is section number 2. Subsection number, don't worry. Okay. Holding company means what? Nobody will ask in the exam, but you should connect that with what company? Subsidiary company. So subsidiary company ki, if you have a company which is holding that particular substantial interest, it's called holding company. It means a company of which such companies that is under them are called subsidiary companies. The expression company means it includes body corporate. Body corporate means it includes foreign company also. That's what you should understand. Are we clear? Holding company, it will be nothing. Associate company, they will ask in MCQ. Associate company means what? When I have a significant influence on the another company. See, read this point. Associate company in relation to another company means a company in which that other company, this and all is story, they will confuse you, that company, this company, another company and all. Don't bother. Just understand. When that other company has a significant influence, but not a subsidiary. Subsidiary where, associate where. Subsidiary is different, associate is different. But which is not a subsidiary, but the associate company includes a joint venture. These are the, they will ask in MCQ. In simple words, associate company is not a subsidiary, but it includes a joint venture. That's all. Significant influence, and we told you will ask me, sir, what is significant influence? At least 20% of the voting power or control or participation in business decision. Holding subsidiary can have more than 20% also. But if there is a control, which is not a subsidiary but a joint venture, with 20%, at least 20%, they are talking, at least 20% of voting power, control or participation, then it is there. What is joint venture? They have told. Joint arrangement where they have the joint control of rights. So joint venture means joint control of rights. So associate company will never go with subsidiary. That's all. Adanalda has we told. In has, this will be only joint venture. This will be connected. Easy to understand how they will connect with section number 90. Adume direct connection, indirect connection only. Are we clear? So you can ask me, sir, associate company, beyond this, what they will ask? Nothing they will ask. Holding subsidiary only they will ask. The consolidated financial statements, you will study, no, AS 21. So CFS, they will say. CFS is 2E, CFS is there. One is consolidated financial statement, another is cash flow statement. But you should never tell cash flow statement as CFS. If they are asking you CFS, it is only consolidated financial statement. Cash flow, you should tell. CFS is only consolidation. Okay, that's only for your understanding. Are we clear till this, guys? Next is subsidiary company. Private and public, we told you. Remember, private company points will be there. Public company is a company which is not a private company, like that. Subsidiary company or a subsidiary means what company? It means a company in which the holding company will control the composition of board of director. Holding company will have a control. So when you are under control, you are subsidiary company. So when I say this, under the control of what company? Holding company. How they will have a control? Board of director will be under control, or excise or controls more than 1/2 of the total voting power. That means more than 50%. Either together or with one or more subsidiary. That means it can be one subsidiary or it can be more than one subsidiary also. So I am saying one or more than one. Layers and layers of subsidies should not be there as per the Companies Act beyond such number. That will come in the CA final portion when you go to self-paced module. I am not confusing that because there are so many provisions. How many layer and all I am not explaining, but this is how you should understand. Are you clear? This is the story. This is the story that you should remember. So you don't need to study this. Are we clear? Has is clear. In has, what is important? What section number you should cover now?
Section 19, sir.
Section 19. So what I brought section 19 also here itself. You will never see this in the book in the order. Definition will be in one place. Your section 19 will be in some other place. By the time you find you will be next birthday will come. So like that, it will be so much of order change will be there. So I brought here itself so that you will have no problem. What is the section 19, guys? Subsidiary company not to hold shares in holding company. That means what? You should ensure that sharing should be different. Control, significant influence only should be there. Our share, your share, then it will not be allowed as per the Companies Act. For a simple reason, you can have one or more subsidiaries also. If it's only one subsidiary, then it's fine. 100% subsidy, no problem. So much layers are there means it will create a confusion. So as per section 19, what are we telling? A subsidiary company is not to hold shares of its holding company. It extends up to nominees of subsidiary company also. If you still do it, it is called what? It is called void. That means not allowed. Okay. So irrespective of whatever the holding company is this, here they have told it in a different way. They are telling even if the holding company is a guarantee company or unlimited company, above restriction will apply. Any company, that means company limited by share, limited by guarantee, unlimited company, you call it as any company, not allowed. But I told you yesterday one thing or the previous session one thing. Did I say you this? Two sides of coin.
Exceptions.
Exception. So first they told subsidiary company not to hold share in holding company. The second side of the coin is you have some exceptions to it, where subsidiary company can hold shares in holding company. Are you understanding this? This is the two side of the coin. Pannave mudiyadhan you cannot tell in law. Subject to. Some people ask me, sir, last 10 days can I pass? Simple question. You tell me the answer.
No, sir.
No, but I will say subject to certain things you can pass. Only expected question, RTP, MTP, chance only. Definitely, I will not say, no. That means what I am trying to say, you can still, but I have done it before. Only 2 months, I have trained students for CA Foundation and passed. For example, March, they will complete their exam, public year. April and May, I have trained them. June, they have passed. 2 months, magic only you should do. But subject to when they are in my speed. So what I'm saying, first I will say, don't, you will never pass. Exception, subject to certain things, you will ensure. What are they? 3 exceptions are there. Before we go to this, write this. Right, section 19 means what? Because remaining and all we are not going to cover. Okay, write this also. This you write. Holding company don't write. Write associate company, guys. Write associate company. I am here only. Then I will scroll. I will show you others and then you can write the other. Start writing. Once you finish, let me know. Then only I will scroll. Guys, I will scroll down. I think you should have done now. Right now, subsidiary company. Then I will show you. We will take exceptions. Is completed? Any connection is void, I have told. Two sides of the coin, and the exception, how many exceptions? 3 points are there. This only they will ask you, exception only they will ask you in exam. If you are done, just say yes sir, done. We will go to that point. You are done, guys. Shall we go to the 3 exceptions? What are the 3 exceptions? Subsidiary is concerned as a legal representative of the deceased member of holding. That means what? One fellow is deceased, died. His legal representative is connected with subsidiary company, allowed. Because that fellow itself is not there. LR legal representative only is connected. So that is not going to have a big major hit and all. So allowed. Second, subsidiary company holds such shares as a trustee through a proper trust organization format, allowed. Subsidiary company is a shareholder even before it became a subsidiary company. Holding and subsidiary was not actually holding and subsidiary. Before that itself, this company is holding, is having a shareholder with that. So now suddenly it has become holding and subsidiary. It is not going to stop their point. So remember, LRTS, legal representative, trustee, shareholder. So you can say shareholder before. So you can remember like this. Now we have completed what? Based on control we have completed. As companies we have completed. Okay. So listed company, listed, unlisted. When we cover listed, automatically we will say what and all is unlisted. So listed company means what? Their securities are listed in what exchange? Recognized stock exchange. In simple words, connection with SEBI is listed. Any securities listed in a recognized stock exchange in consultation with the SEBI. Okay. In consultation shall be considered as listed company. But you know why I have given this not? You know why I have not given this not? This not generally, I am reading generally. But when I am saying this not, you should understand the following companies, just because it is connected with the SEBI, that does not mean it is going to be listed company. Two ways you should study this. Generally connection with the SEBI, but certain companies, they have told that and all is connected with the SEBI, but directly it is not listed company. So two ways you should study. So just because you are having a connection with the SEBI, that does not mean it's only a listed company. Plus certain other conditions also should be followed. That's what I should conclude. Are you understanding this? Previously, they told anything connection with SEBI is listed. Now it's not. Adan shall or shall not, and I told. What is the shall not? The below points is going to be there. What and all? A public company who have not listed their equity shares on a recognized stock exchange, but have listed in non-convertible debt securities on private placement. Where you will study about private placement in chapter number 3. Private placement means it is given only to specified number of persons, not to public. And non-convertible debt security. So see what I am coloring. Debt security, non-convertible redeemable share, but that also is private placement, and both the categories together also. That is not listed company. Okay, they have not listed on a recognized stock exchange, but have listed in private placement. That and all is not listed. Second bar, this is public company. Now see what I am coloring. See, I am using different colors now. Here I am talking about what company? Public company. See, in the next one, I am talking about private company. The third one, I am talking again about public company. Private company who have listed in their non-convertible securities, debt securities, on a private placement, but on a recognized stock exchange, not a listed company. Because it is, just because it is recognized stock exchange, but it is private placement. Public is not involved. So not a stock exchange. Public companies who have not listed their equity shares on a recognized stock exchange, but equity shares are listed in jurisdiction as per section 23. That means in prospectus, in private placement. Okay, that's what is 23.3. So indirectly, that is not all these are not listed company. Mark it very important and write this. The moon matano. You can also divide it by way of a chart. Public company la 2 points, private company la 1 point. Public company la 2 points you write and private company la 1. Write this, prepare chart now. I am not asking you to refer it in the book. You prepare a chart. This and all you know as a story. This alone I wanted you to prepare the chart. Can you do it now? Once you do it, I'll go to the next one. Guys, you are done? Private placement means it will not cover. That's all. That's the story. It can be non-convertible debt or redeemable preference. Why I am not explaining debt, redeemable preference and all? This is what you have been doing ages and ages from what? From your accounting. So don't sit and ask me what is going to be there. You should have done already in strong in accounts also. Shall we go to the next one, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. அடுத்தது membership. அடுத்தது membership. In membership, what and all is there? OPC is there. Private, public, small. OPC did we cover already? Yes. We have already told. Provisions covered, but numbers we will just understand in a basic sense. To connect all this, member minimum 1, maximum 1. Director minimum 1, maximum 15. You remember this? Yesterday we told. For your easy understanding. Private company. The minimum paid up share capital. How much and all they have not told, that is been removed by articles. What and all they should not do? Restricts the right to transfer shares and limits the number of members to 200. Can you transfer shares in a private company? No. Can you exceed 200? No. Okay, totally there are 3 points. I have told you 2 points. In this 200, they will ask you some case based. When 2 or more persons holding 1 or more shares in a company jointly, they will be treated as a single member. Joint is single only. Separately, they will not consider. Because if A and B are holding it jointly, it is called only 1 share. Correct. So 1 member. Shares I don't bother. Jointly, if I hold means I am calculated as 1 member. You can ask me, sir, why now one member that this and all we are covering? Because it should not exceed 200. Then it is not a private company then. Then what they are saying? Who are in employment of the company, who have been formerly in the employment of the company, where the members of the company while in that employment and continue to be members after the employment ceased and shall not be included. Now for this, I will tell you one sum. Now if I see you, tell you like this, you will not understand anything. The 200 members, I have a problem. When we work out, I will work out. I will tell you very simple. Who are in the present will not be considered for the 200. Okay. Persons who are in employment. Second, who have been formerly in the employment, who are the members of the company. While in that employment and have continued to be members even after the employment ceased. So 2 things you should understand. Employment, member. You are continuing to be member, but you are not in employment. So all this you will not consider for the 200 members. So the 200 members should be all apart from this. So they are saying it should not be included in the number of members. So this point is going to be crucial. They will give one sum. I will cover that sum when we go to completion of portion. So here itself, I will say case-based question. Sum is that either they will ask in CA foundation or they will ask in CA inter. Mostly now they are asking in foundation only. Inter not much they are asking. So only I am not explaining now. Otherwise I would have explained, but still I will show you that sum for concept. Third point, I told you, two points are there. 1, 2, and third point is prohibits any invitation to public for subscription. When you invite to public, it is what company? Public company. It is not a private company. So this is for you to understand. Minimum number of members is 2, maximum is 200. Minimum directors is 2, Maximum is 15 directors. This you can remember and write. Now please write this. For private company alone, I wanted you to write this. 3 points. Restricts the right. 200 members only. In that employment and member you should write. And third one, no invitation to public. Write this alone in the book or notebook. 2 minutes I'll give you, then we'll go to the next one. So write these 3 points, guys. Once you write these 3 points, then for the 200, I already told you, I will show you a problem. Third is prohibiting any invitation to public. Write this quickly. If you are done, let me know. As I've already told you, once I cover this, I will cover Section 8 company. After that, it will only be one-liners for small topics. If you're done, then I will go to the next level. First 2 points done, third point. Prohibits any invitation to public to subscribe what? Any security. Where we will study any security in prospectus and allotment of security. What is security? Definition of security, everything we will study. Have you written this, guys? Shall we go to the next one?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Public company, don't even worry. It is a company which is not a private company with a minimum paid up capital. A subsidiary company of a public company is deemed to be a public company. Okay. But private company directly, see what I am saying, provided that a company which is a subsidiary of a company, not being a private company deemed to be a public company. That means directly deeming friction will apply depending on that. For the purpose of this act, even where each subsidiary continues to be private company in articles, I already covered this point. In articles, simple words, in articles of association, if I am a private company, I will only be considered as a private company. Just because I am a subsidiary of a public company, subsidiary of a public company, I will not become public company itself. Because what I seen in articles only is important. That's all is the answer. Don't confuse beyond. I am a subsidiary of a public company. Previously, they will say deemed to be a public company. Correct. But in articles, what is given? If you are private, you are only private. You will not consider as a main point. It is only deemed to be. Okay. Members, minimum 7, maximum unlimited. Directors, minimum 3, maximum 15. You can also go for all this beyond 15 if you pass special resolution. 15 மீறியும் போலாம். Reliance and all will have more than 15. Are we clear till this? Yes. So small company, we should start now. I told you small company is like similar to private because it's other than public company. What we did for small LLP? Exactly same thing. A paid up share capital should not exceed a limit and turnover should not exceed a limit. If it exceeds a limit, it is not a small company. Small company means it should be within a limit. What limit it is? For paid up capital, they have a limit. Okay. For turnover, there is going to be a limit. What is that? Paid up capital. Is my voice audible, guys?
So your voice is breaking.
Okay. Just let me know if you are able to listen to my voice.
Now, yes, sir.
Now, yes.
Sir.
Okay. Paid up share capital. I'll again repeat. It is other than a public company with a limit. Paid up share capital, you have a limit. That means what? It should not exceed 50 lakhs. Okay. If there is a higher amount prescribed later, that should not exceed that should not exceed 10 crores. Now is my voice audible? I don't know why there is a fluctuation. I hope now it should be fine. Please let me know if this is fine.
Yes, yes.
Okay, I don't know why this is like this. Okay, anyways. So paid up capital should not exceed 50 lakhs and the higher amount should not exceed 10 crores. This is for what? PUSC. Paid up share capital. Turnover, it should not exceed 2 crores and it should be within. It should not exceed 100 crores. Now I will tell you what is this. Sir, as per Act, this is the point. Act means what? Companies Act. Within 50 lakhs only it should be there, but limit will keep on be exceeding. What was there in 2013 might not be for 2024, 25, 26 and all, correct? So it should be within that limit. Turnover, initially it should not have increased, gone more than 2 crores, but it should be within 100 crores only. This is told in what act? Companies Act 2013. Now see the next point. However, nothing in this clause shall apply to. That means what? Second side of the coin, not applicable. You will not bother whether it is a holding company or subsidiary company. That means it is never a small company. It is never a small company. Section 8 company is never a small company. Because Section 8 is non-profit organization. Any special act, it is never a small company. This they will ask in MCQ. You should mark it important. Now, wait for it. As I have already told you, paid up capital should not increase and decrease as per Act, I told you. But see this point. I told you this, no. 50 lakhs to 10 crores only it should be there. This is as per Act. But as per rules 2014, as of now, it is what amount and they will ask you. It is 4 crores. So it is between 50 lakhs to 10 crores.
So your voice is breaking, sir, again.
Yes, now it should be okay. Let me see.
Yes, sir.
So between 50 lakhs to 10 crores, the amount should actually be as per rules. As per now, it is what crores? 4 crores. Turnover between 2 crores to 100 crores, it should be there. As of now, it is 40 crores. This is as per act. This is as per rules. I told it very clearly here. I wanted you to write this. Now, I hope now it is fine. I don't know why it is breaking, but still, can you copy down this? I've already told this. Can you copy down this? By the time, I hope the fluctuation should be okay. Small company. These 3 points you should understand. It will not be applicable in 3 cases. As per act, as per rules. Please take down with this. They will definitely ask question. Now, one more point I should do. You know what is that? And condition. It is not or. Paid up capital and turnover both should be within the limit. It is not or condition, it is and condition. So here itself you should say paid up capital and turnover. So please take down this chart and take down the exceptions. Then we will go to the next concept.
Sir,
go ahead.
paid up share capital 4 crores exceed Anna, like small company.
It is not a small company.
Okay, sir.
That's all is the answer. Now they will ask in a case, if it exceeds that, what is that? It's not a small company. It is deemed to be a public company. So nothing to worry about it. That's what they are saying. Okay. So write this first.
Okay, sir.
We will try to do scenario based questions also later.
Okay, sir.
Now write this. Write the exceptions and then write this. If you are done, I will scroll down on the limit.
Completed, sir.
Okay, if you have completed, great. We will go to the next level. Based on external, we are now told with what? Camel CAM is done. What is E? External, others. Government company, foreign company, Section 8 company. Section 8 company, separate provisions we will cover after this. So there is going to be nothing that we will study now. Anyways, you know what is Section 8. So I will tell you. Foreign company, anyways, you will study this in the last chapter. Again, meaning we will cover. Government company, nobody bothers because at least for more than 51% of the paid up share capital is held by central government or state government. So that will be the point. So I don't need to sit and explain this, which we would have studied in from 12th standard. Not less than 51% of the paid up share capital is partly held by partly central government, state government, and any company which is a subsidiary of government company is a government company. Like we told for public company. So this is nothing to study. This will be very simple. Okay. Foreign company. Company or body corporate incorporated outside India, but place of business in India. Conducts any business activity in India. That's all. So for this, we have one problem also, or some also, or maybe a case also. In Japan, they have incorporated, but in India, they have a branch officer, and for which RBI approval it is there. So place of business in India only. So it is a foreign company. That's all. Simple point. We are going to cover provisions itself, so don't worry about it. Non-profit organization. Always the object is to not to use that for your own profit. Profit will come, but that will not be used for what? Your own purpose. There will be an object for the NPO. For that you will try to use. Example they have given, so don't sit and waste and all on this. Liability. Company limited by share, limited by guarantee, unlimited company. Limited by share means what? Whatever is pending, whatever should have been paid, but you have still kept it unpaid, that is you should pay. Having the limited liability by memorandum to the amount which is unpaid. For example, a shareholder who has paid rupees 75 on a share value of rupees 100 can be called upon to pay the balance of 25. Whatever is pending or what is the limit up to memorandum, that you should pay. Normally, it will only be limited by shares. Guarantee means guarantee. Who will guarantee? Contributor. Members may respect to contribute to the assets of the company when during wind up. So this they will ask you in the exam. During the wind up, you should contribute what type of company you are. Guarantee only. Only when there is a winding up, you will try to contribute to the assets. Otherwise, it's normal only. So this is going to be a normal example. Unlimited company, no limit on the liability. Usually it will not be, it is limited liability only. That's all, guys. That's all is Camel. Okay. So what we have done is control, access to capital, membership, external, and liability. That's all is going to be there for Camel. Okay. So with this, what are we doing? Camel completed. Now we will go to Section 8 company. Okay. Before we go to Section 8 company, I'm just checking the chart if it is there, anything. Okay. Nothing is there. So we'll go one after another. There is a chart which I have prepared for the whole of 11 chapters, which will complete, which will have only chart. That we'll take it at the end. So don't worry about it. Okay. Shall we go to Section 8 company? Yes. Section 8 company means what, guys? What object it will have?
Charitable.
Now only we told charitable or social object it will have. They will definitely not make profit. Non-profit means they have told not for profit. That means it is not for you, but for the object of that particular company. Profit will come, but that's not for you. So not always making profit through operating economic activities, not for you to take home. Okay, that is going to be there. Who will license this? Central government only will give license for Section 8 company. Now the central government's power is delegated to whom? ROC. Everything central government only will do, but now delegation will happen to ROC. Please write. Delegation means what? Central government means everything on the whole central government means there should be authority under him. Correct? So ROC is under ministry. Now ROC will take care of all the powers which is been given. For example, I am delegating my power to Kuldeep means I will be seeing what he is doing. I will not be sitting and doing all the job. So that's called delegation. I am giving it everything to him. He will take care. But Kuldeep will be under my control. Power will only be done, but I'm only delegating the power to him to ensure. So ROC will do that. Okay. So to the extent and purpose of all this, except ROC will not take care of alteration of memorandum in case of conversion to another kind of company. That alone you need to get the approval separately. And for regional, that means who will do this? This alone who will do? This will be done by regional director. Alteration of memorandum in case of conversion, another power is delegated to not ROC but regional director. This they will ask in MCQ. For example, they'll ask you, I wanted to alter memorandum. And in case of converting to another company, who is having the power? A, central government. B, ROC. C, regional director. D, none of these. What's the answer?
Regional directors.
Regional director is the answer. That's all. This they will ask you in MCQ. So generally what people will write is central government. But the power is already been delegated to them. To whom? ROC and regional director. Are we clear? But overall, when you say, you will only say central government. And overall, when you say who has the full power, only ROC has. See this. May grant license if they are registered under this act as a limited company for what? For the objects. Now I wanted you to write this mnemonics. CASE S square. Case. CSR. Don't write corporate social responsibility and I'll tell you what is this. CSR square protection. Protection of environment. Please write this mnemonics. CAS square E, CSR square protection of environment. What is this? See what we are covering. Commerce, C, art, 2 S are there, no, science and sports, education. Till now done. Case is done. Then CSR, charity, social welfare, and 2 R. What are the 2 R? Research, religion. Then protection of environment. This is your objects. So remember this mnemonics. Okay. So use this profit or a project only for it and don't ensure with this profit you will pay dividend. Profit for you it is not there. How will you pay dividend to them? So prohibit payment of dividend. Dividend is based on profit only. Profit not there. How will you pay dividend to them? So not there. This will be connected with section number, chapter number 8. Dividend. Please write down this. Write this mnemonic separately. And write this delegation of authority also separately. Write this first. When regional director will come, then what is the mnemonics? Write one after another. Now write these points for mnemonics, guys. KCSR, protection of environment, only for profit, no dividend payment. Write this. With this, they will ask you case-based question. Guys, let me know if you are done. We'll go to the next level. Guys, you are done?
Yes, sir.
If you are
Yes,
done,
sir.
if you are done, see the next important MCQ. Can a small company, can a OPC be converted into Section 8 company?
No, sir.
No. See what I am underlining here. Prohibit. Then small company also you cannot do. Please mark this and write. Though it is a part of private company, small company and this, it cannot directly go to Section 8 company. Mark this for MCQ. Very important, they will ask. They will not like ask like very openly, they will give you like a story and then from there they will ask. What story they can ask for a small company within 50 lakhs, within 2 crores turnover. So like that and all they can play. So you should not blink immediately. When there is a case-based question, you know what's the first thing you should do? What type of company in Camel they are asking, first you should find out. Camel, which category they are talking about. License who will give? How many times when we will say? ROC. Central government only, but now bracket la ROC. Don't care. Some people will keep on be still writing central government. Or regional director. Regional director only when you do conversion, it is there. Alteration of memorandum in conversion only our regional director will do. Are we clear till this? Registration should be done. They will give license. Form Spice Plus. Incorporation is INC 32. MOA, don't remember 33, 34 and all. This is Section 8 company. So that is 13 and 31. You don't need to remember this majorly. For normal company only 32, 33, 34 you should remember. Private company 13 and 31. You can just glance this, but I'm marking it here. Declaration should you give by the advocate, chartered accountant, cost accountant? Yes, INC 14. Each person should make an application in INC 15. Now this and all will confuse with the normal company. This is not normal company. This is not for profit company. So don't write 32, 33, 34, 8, 9, 11 and all, you are gone. One number also will not match it. Be very careful. Or you can do one thing, guys. Can you do a comparison table? Normal company, section 8 company. Form against, can you do a comparison table and write? That if you write, it is easy to revise. Don't do for any company. And now itself, I am telling you, maximum do for profit company versus non-profit company. That's all you prepare. Don't write for every company form number and all. You are not going to do now compliance services now after finishing intern. So don't go that level and all. Okay. For that, if you study, it is enough. For CS people, yes, it's important. That too, when you do comparison table, it's already done. Okay. So this is done. Again, we told the same story. No, regional director means for alteration of memorandum. For others means it is ROC. Same story. If you know the basics, it's easy. Conversion can you do? Yes. For what? How you will do? When you wanted to convert from one company to another company, pass special resolution, explanatory statement. That means reason should be given. If it is going to be for alteration, then regional director you should do. Service of document, I already told you, registered poster or directly give it to them. All this and all is story. They are not going to ask in the exam. File it with the registrar, publish a notice, all this and all is story. At least one vernacular. Vernacular means what? Local newspaper, local language. In Tamil Nadu means in Tamil you should give. In Kerala means Malayalam you should give. Website of the company you will give. File financial statement, annual return and all. Normally which you do. Order should be with an approving conversion. Who will give order? Regional director. On what alteration? Opportunity of being heard should be given. Then if everything is okay, issue fresh certificate of incorporation. Revocation is important for exam. First, you glance this. Some story. Normally, if you see the material itself, you will understand all this. Super story you are going to cover. But this is already there in the material. But people who are watching the recorded classes can take one line, one point after another, because they might not have see a book for company secretary or CMA. For them, they will sit and write this. For you, there is no big deal. You can mark it in the book itself. Story only. Yeah, you are done. Filing with the registrar, publish a notice. Newspaper, financial statements. Yes. Conversion. COI will be issued. COI will be issued. Okay. Revocation. Important for exam. Any exam, it is important. Exam question. Who will do? For revocation alone, they will give it to regional director. For good day, they will give it to ROC. For alteration and revocation, they will give it to regional director. Am I clear? When they will revoke a license? When there is a contravention. When you do fraud, when you are violating the objects, when public interest is affected, all this time what they will do, they will say, we will revoke the license. How they will revoke? That only they will ask. Revoke means they will not take it and keep it. No, wait for it. So contravention, fraud. So what I will write here? If you contravene, fraud, violation, public interest is affected. They will revoke your license. Who will revoke? Regional director. Don't write ROC, you are gone. But will they give opportunity of being heard? Yes. After giving opportunity, OOBH is mandatory. What is OOBH? Opportunity of being heard. Don't punish a person without giving him an opportunity of being heard. That's all is the law. How you will ensure that you are revoking the license? I told you important question, no. Exam question, no. That only you should cover now. What is this? They will wind up. Excess assets will be based on the liabilities they will do. Or another company registered under this section similar with similar objects, they will merge. Or they will credit it to insolvency and bankruptcy fund. After winding up. This and all is after winding up. In winding up, 2 points are there. A, B. First, you will do wind up. Okay. Wind up means what they will do? They will connect with another company and say, no more this company. Tribunal will give the order. Why tribunal? Because they are the final fact-finding authority. So fact is they contravene the provision. So W. Okay, W is what? Winding up. Next, A. What is this? Amalgamation. They will amalgamate with similar Section 8 company. Amalgamate with similar Section 8 company. Who will do? Central government. Now it is regional director for revoking the license. Amalgamation they will do. What and all they will do with amalgamation? Constitution, property, power, rights, interest, authority, privilege, everything, duties, obligations, everything they will amalgamate. Are we clear? So W is done, A is done, and what is that one more? Actually converting into another company. This they have already told. So I will write this. Conversion, which they already connected with W. So what I will say is CWA. Don't write cost and works accountants. CWA is what? Conversion, amalgamation, and winding up. Here they have added together. So don't do that. Are we clear? This question they will definitely ask you in the exam. Penalty. 10 lakhs to 1 crore. How much big fraud they would have done? This is for what? This is for company only. For director and all, when they give 1 crore means what they will do? That's all. Like Bharathi, like crying now, they will also cry. Correct? And okay. Director will be punishable with the officer only less amount. 25,000 only. But it will go till 25 lakhs. For a director, 25 lakhs is sometimes your whole money that you wanted to. And fraud means they will go directly to bore body jaban. What we told to all this is the summary. Ore chartla mushta. So I told you no CWA. This is that conversion added to the name, W winding up amalgamation. Punishment for company, punishment for direct. We will say OID, officer in default. You are done? Then we will do an additional reading. This is for MCQ. Generally for normal company, it is 21 days notice, which we will study in MGT. But for Section 8 company, only 14 days notice is enough. Director minimum, independent director and all does not apply. 1, 2, 3 and all we told no for one person company, private company, you don't have for Section 8. No committees they are required. NRC, SRC, 2 committees are there for public company with a limit, listed company and public company with a limit. That and all is not there. This and all is covered in section 178. This is covered in section 149. Don't bother about all this. You will study only till 148 and then foreign company. Director and all you will not study. 149 is independent directors. Are we clear? That's all is Section 8 company. This and all only is major. Now what is pending, guys? In chapter number 2, MOA, AOA is pending. So from tomorrow, I will show you table and chart. I will not take it in the material because you will also become old. I will also become old if I go like this. So smart work I will do based on the latest updated study material. So that only we will cover it and show. So as of now, OPC, Section 8, Camel and all extensively I have covered. So there is nothing going to be pending. Effect of registration, that this and all, either one-liner or chart or for table format that I will show you. Are we clear? This is what is the major portions in chapter number 2 apart from MOA, AOA. Okay? Yes.